What's up YouTube? For tonight's battle I have a full turtle team voted on by your comments in the comment section on my last video. Today's question is, request is, I want you to request my next team I use. I picked the highest voted comment, so whoever come up with a turtle team or voted for a turtle team, thank you, this was a cool one. I had a few of these Pokemon already made, or actually all of them except one, so it was great. Let's get to this battle anyway. Make sure you leave a team suggestion down the bottom in the comment section. It could be any team style or team thing. I don't mind. I had some really interesting ones. I picked up a few from the last video that I'll be using in the future as well. Okay, so I've got Blastoise. So I don't normally use Pokemon like Blastoise, but I thought, well, let's use him today. But this is actually a choice specs Blastoise. I wasn't really fancying to get flinch spammed by Cincinnati, but I had the perfect counter. This was so good. Now, this is a bulky defensive wall, and not only is it resistance to Tail Slap, I was actually holding Rocky Helmet. So every time this thing landed a physical hit on me, it was hurt by my Rocky Helmet. So I knew that it would take extremely heavy damage, maybe even take the Cincinnati out. So it was getting very close there. It's because they hit me 5 times with that, and it's done absolutely minimal damage to me. And it's nearly killed itself. So that was I couldn't hope for a better start than that. I was expecting maybe a Bullet Seed, but even then, I was just going to take it out anyway. I decided to go for knockoff just to see what item it had, or if anything swapped in, which was the Quagsire. That's a good item to bury as well, getting rid of that lefties. Now, I'm thinking that it might have Toxic or Scald or even Earthquake, so I just thought Torterra would be the best swap in here. It's going to go for Earthquake. That's going to do very minimal damage to my Torterra. Now, since I've got a complete advantage over him in typing, I knew that I'd get a swap here because what Quagsire is going to stay in on a Torterra. Even though my Torterra doesn't have any grass moves, it's very, just the typing, it was intimidating enough for it to swap out. Okay, I knew Shifter would come in, so I just went for Sand Tomb, probably expecting a grass move or even a Leaf Seed. So that was alright. I got a nice little crit there, that was good. And a little bit of lefties recovery. Now, I knew this thing would probably be just a special attacking, like nasty plot sweeper like a lot of them are. I was fearing that it could have Hidden Power Ice, or I didn't really want to stay into any of its special moves regardless. So I thought Wormy would be my best swap in here because it can tank a lot of nice moves. Okay, so we got a nasty plot there. And I had Toxic and Infestation on this set. I wanted to get at least one of them off to get some damage on there. Dark Pulse hits me pretty hard, but not hard enough to hit KO Shuckle, so that was great. I was able to get the Toxic off there. It didn't miss. Even better bonus. Now, I was thinking, well, I'd say it's going to go for Dark Pulse against, or it's going to go for Nasty Plot. I thought that it may go for Dark Pulse again to try and flinch me, because I hate getting flinched by that move. So I decided to go for the rest anyway, because I had a Chester Berry on this set to wake me up instantly. I wasn't messing around with Rest or Sleep Talk on Shuckle. So I got that Chester, wake up straight away, a little bit more round of Toxic on there. Now I thought, well, what should I do here? Should I go for Infestation? And I decided to go for Infestation. I had a Shell Smash Contrary set, but I got fucking flinched there by Dark Pulse, which sucks. So I wasn't able to get my Shell Smash off there. Not that I would. In hindsight, I would have just gone. That was a crit too. Fuck's sake. So poor Shuckle just got critted flinched. But Shifty's not looking too great either. He's down in the red, so there's not much he can really do. So I've got Torterra here. I haven't revealed that I've got Protect either. I do now, and that's going to definitely go down to that move. And just continue to use Dark Pulse. It turned out he didn't have any hidden power. Didn't reveal his hidden power, or it wasn't ice. So yeah, that's Shift3 downs. That's good. He's pretty potent sweeper. Now, out comes this Cicino again. I thought, well, I can just swap him back into Turtle time again. But he does the double swap into Hitmontop. So he already knew that I was going to swap in the Turtle time. So nice prediction there. Obviously wanted to save his Cincino till when my Carracosta was already out of the game. So I didn't want to stay into any sort of fighting move at all. So my best option here was Torterra. I knew I could tank lots of moves from this thing. It's going to go for High Jump Kick. A lot of time I see it with close combat, but it's going to hit me with High Jump Kick. I take that very well. This Torterra is very, very defensive. It's got it's so solid in defense. It's great. I love this Torterra set. It's one of my favorite sets I've ever made, actually. Okay, so I'm able to go to the Leech. It's a very interesting swap in there for Sharpener because I haven't actually revealed all my moves either. I could have well had something like Wood Hammer. So I'm thinking here, why would Sharpener come in? The only move that it's really struck me that it can hit me with is probably Ice Fang, or maybe it's got Ice Beam on like a 3 Fizz 1 special move. But I didn't really want to take that chance either. But I was thinking, what's it going to do? Then that's a double swap into Donphan. I decided to stay in because I was wondering like what its other move was. That Donphan is going to be stuck in there now. I was also wondering, what the hell is Donphan going to do? The only move I was thinking was an Ice move. It had Ice Shard. That's about it. Like what's it going to do? It's going to start maybe Stealth Rock. That's about all I was thinking. So it does have Ice Shard. I was thinking, well, maybe it's like a Bandit set or something. But it's not a Bandit set. Definitely not, because I would have taken a lot more damage than that. Even though there was, I took a lot of damage already. So I do get my Seeds up and my Sand. So he's trapped into that little combo. And I'm quite positive that I'd be able to at least do most of his health and be able to get myself back, because I've got Synesis as well, and I'm able to recover off the damage he does with Ice Shard. So I was in a pretty good position here. Torterra was really doing extremely well against this team. I was like, yes, I'm glad you're in my team. Okay, so he's going to start the Stealth Rock on my Protect, knowing that I'm going to go for that, so that's a good play there. Now, I forgot if I actually... No, I hadn't revealed that I had Synesis at this time. So it was still quite risky for him, because I could have had a definite grasp move like Woodhammer still. So I guess they took quite a bit of chance here, thinking that it'd be just a full stall set. Now, so most of Donphan's health is going. He's going to just go for an Ice Shard, get as much damage off before he goes out of this match. I just went for Sand Tomb instead of Synesis out. I wanted to get rid of this thing. Donphan's still pretty good. And that Ice Shard's annoying too. Okay. Wasn't sure what its item was as well. I was expecting a Leftovers. So I don't know what its item. Maybe, I don't know. I wasn't too sure. Most of the time it runs Leftovers. This was like a sort of weird set. Okay, so that's Donphan out of the way. Happy with that. Very happy. But unfortunately those rocks up on the top. But I do have someone with Rapid Spin on this team, which is good. Now, out comes Hitmon top again. I was thinking, let's go for Protect. He's not going to fall for Protect High Jump Kick. I know that, but I just want to see what he uses. He's got Mach Punch as well, so he's got a priority fighting move and High Jump Kick, so 2 fighting moves, but it works in pretty well because you can finish off faster, frailer opponents. Now, High Jump Kick hits me reasonably hard. I'm able to get the Leech set off, but it misses. I'm like, shit, that's not good. What am I going to do here? So I have to think. I knew that I could probably go for Protective, but I thought, no, I'm going to go for Synesis, because I know that he's not going to go for High Jump Kick, and that worked out really well. So we both predicted that I wouldn't go for Protect. It's crazy. It was some really amazing predictions here. Anyway, so I've got most of my health back here. I could either go for Protect, which I didn't go for. I think, I thought he'd predict that and go for Mach Punch, but he didn't. He predicted me doing that, so holy crap. So I'm able to get my lead seed up on this. It was really good, because this is very threatening for my team. Like I said, I took all your guys' suggestions, and of course I didn't take the team synergy into account much, because I just took the Pokemon. Not when I'm normally building a team, I normally make something to sponge fighting moves or anything like that. So in comes Cincino, and I'm able to protect here, but that's a free swap in for Cincino. Now I'm thinking, well, now what are you going to do? Are you going to go try and take me out with some King's Rock spam? So I thought, well, it's risky, but I'm going to try. I think I may know what he's doing. So I go Turtle Time again, but unfortunately I get very nice play there going for the Bullet Seed. So predicting I go into Turtle Time, and that's going to do like loads of damage to me and pretty much take me out there. Obviously there's no Rocky Helmet damage now because it's not directly contacting me. So that was good play there. Like I could have stayed in all day against this thing with Torterra. Even I would have had to get like, I don't know, like flint. I'm guessing it's one of those King's Rock sets. I would have had to get like flinched a million times in a row. So expecting the flinch, Cincino goes for U-turn, which is interesting, going for the super effective on me. Does some nice solid damage there, but I wasn't too fussed about that because I was more worried about getting flinch spam there, so that was good. In comes Quagsire. I'm able to get the Synesis off on the switch, which is really good. I was going to do that anyway, whether it stayed in or not. Now, I'm thinking, well, what's Quagsire going to do? Maybe he's got some sort of status move or Ice Beam on it. Like, I wasn't too comfortable staying in, because now that I revealed that I had no Grass move, he was able to swap his Quagsire in without any fear. So into Blastoise here, take a little bit of Stealth Rock damage, and does reveal that it's got Toxic, so that's not too bad for Blastoise. As I said, this isn't like a stall stat at all, this is actually a choice specs, modest Blastoise, something a bit different. I'm actually running Hidden Power Grass on this, and I'm very glad that I did, because I'm able to absolutely dominate Quagsire and get that out of the picture. That thing's really annoying with Unaware. So that was good. Real nice. So I'm locked into Hidden Power Grass, which wasn't great, but yeah, it wasn't actually bad. So in comes Sharpedo, is going to bait me with a Protect. I thought it was too good to be true that he can just let his Sharpedo die. Now I'm thinking, well, he could swap out here, or he could stay in thinking that I'll swap. So I'm wondering what I should do, whether I should go for Hidden Power Grass or swap out thinking that he's going to swap out into something else. So he does swap out. Like, I was in two minds there. I just went for Hidden Power Grass regardless, because I thought, well, it's going to do some damage anyway. I was able to get some off on Hitmontop. Now that damage, Hitmontop hasn't showed his damage, but that damage definitely proved that he didn't have anything like Assault Vest, because this thing can run Assault Vest. And it's got Fake Out, so I'd say that it's going to be... It hasn't got Intimidate, so I'd say it'd be a Technician set, like Mach Punch and Fake Out. I wasn't sure if it had Bullet Punch yet, it didn't show that, but it had Hijack Wing, so it had one other move. Now, I was hoping that I could scare this Hitmontop off, because I got such solid defense, but unfortunately he stays in. I was like, oh, bubba, that's no good. I take a Hydrant Kick really badly, and I'm able to get the Shell Smash off. But I actually swapped up my item, my White Herb, with my Life Orb, so unfortunately I tried to make the bluff that it was a defensive set, and he wasn't buying it, so poor Torkoal goes down. Unfortunately, I tried to bluff, but it didn't work. So poor Torkoal there. Now, I'm able to bring in my Avalugg, because Avalugg did incredible this battle. So unfortunately I take the Stealth Rock damage there. There's no point in me getting rid of those rocks, because I know he's going to go for High Jump Kick again. I leave that very nicely, considering I'm able to get the Avalanche off here. Now, even with no attack investment, I absolutely just dominates Hitmontop. So that was sweet. I was really stoked with that. Now, I've got enough health too to survive, maybe survive some sort of onslaught from Cincino. So that's going to go for a Rock Blast. It doesn't miss either, to my dismay. So that hits me 5 times, obviously, because of Skill Link. And that's the 4th. And I was like, shit, is this going to live? No crit. And I live with 6 health. That was so good. And I'm able to go for Avalanche here and finish the Cincino off as well. So, damn, Avalugg did so good there, just burying 2 Pokemon there with this just amazing defense. I could have gone for Recover them, but I didn't want to risk it, because I thought, well, I was probably lucky to get around that King's Rock as well. Okay, so the last Pokemon they have is Sharpedo. I know this is going to outspeed me. There's no point in me even just doing anything or swapping. Just taking the hit there, but that was sweet. Avalugg, you did so well there. You got me back into the battle there. And so my last Pokemon here was Torterra. Now, I've been in this... You don't know how many times I've been in a Sharpedo Torterra versus battle. It's happened like 3 or 4 times when I'm versing people. And I know that I could always beat a Sharpedo if it doesn't have Ice Fang. So I was pretty confident that I could win this battle. Anyway, so it's got Crunch there. It's probably going to try and lower my defense with Crunch, or hope to get a defensive drop. And I was hoping that wasn't going to happen, because that could make things much harder. Because I think Sharpedo has some very nice attack as well. Regardless, he's going to go for that Crunch, and what do you know, I get a defense drop, so I was like, oh crap, this is not good. He still has a lot of health still left. I don't miss his Leech Seed, which is great. So that's good. I've got that going for me, a little bit of health recovery. Unfortunately, while I'm protecting, he's not losing any damage with Life Orb, it's only Leech Seed. I wanted to get the Leech Seed up before the Sand Tomb rather than because that does have they both have a chance of missing, but I wanted some actual health back to myself since I got that defensive drop. That was my reason for using that over Sand Tomb. Now, I'm able to get a Protect off here. I knew this would be really close as well, because I needed to get a little bit more damage on him, because I knew that Crunch would be getting close to a 2-hit KO after that defense drop. Okay, so a little bit more health on Sharpedo. I just didn't want to get like critted or anything like that. I was like, shit. Okay, so it's going to go for Waterfall this time. I was like, oh my god, the last thing I want here is the flinch from Waterfall. And what do you know, on 34 health, I live. I was like, yes, this is awesome. But I flinched. I'm like, oh man, no. God damn. Of all the times to get flinched. I do get a little bit more recovery there with lefties and my leech seed on the field. So I got a defensive drop and I got a flinch. There were two very important times there. So I do have another chance for protect. Now next turn was going to be the decider whether I won the battle or lost the battle. Okay, so a little bit of health back there. I knew that I couldn't take one hit more from Sharpedo because he got that defense drop earlier on. Even if I attacked him, I knew that I didn't have enough health left. I already did the damage spells over in my head. I just could tell that I was not going to live the next act. So I went for the double protect, it failed. I'm like, oh man, it's just one of those days. So Sharpedo is going to be able to take me out with the Waterfall there, so I do faint. But I was really happy with that battle, and even as a bonus, Sharpedo does go down to the life orb damage, so technically we drew. Actually, we drew, but technically he won the battle because my Pokemon fainted first. I'm not all in love with that rule, but that's how things go. It was still a really great battle, and I actually really didn't care about the result. I was having a lot of fun at the time. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. It was a really close battle down to the end there, real nail biter. But if you got a theme team you'd like me to use, leave in the comment section. I do go through and read all of them. There's some great suggestions on the last video. And that's about all. I hope you enjoyed this one. Peace out.